Other stories now. The Competition Commission has referred the largest processor of Rooibos tea in South Africa to tribunal for prosecution. The Commission found that Rooibos Limited induced Rooibos tea farmers not to deal with its competing Rooibos tea processors. The Commission conducted an investigation after it received a complaint from a Rooibos tea processor in 2015. Rooibos Limited is accused of using its monopoly to force competitors out of business or prevent expansion of rivals. The company gained its dominant position after it inherited the position that the Rooibos Tea Control Board previously occupied. However, some farmers became new entrants in the sector in order to challenge Rooibos Limited's monopoly position. The Commission says dominant firms have a responsibility to ensure that they do not stifle competition. The Competition Commission is seeking a tribunal order that Rooibos Limited contravened the Competition Act. The Commission says the company should be liable to pay an administrative penalty that is equal to 10% of its annual turnover. The Commission is concerned by Rooibos Limited ongoing anti-competitive conduct. Rooibos Limited's conduct hampers growth of the agro-processing industry in South Africa. Joining us on the phone line for more on this is Sipho Ngwema, Head of Communications at Competition Commission. Very good afternoon to you, Sipho. Thank you for joining us. Take us through your findings as you were going through the complaint about Rooibos tea and how they've been stifling competition and where you are at now going forward.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me on your program. Firstly, we found that Rooibos Limited entered into long-term supply agreements with farmers between 2014 up to 2018. And in terms of these agreements, farmers are required to supply stipulated volumes of tea to Rooibos Limited. And secondly, Rooibos Limited introduced supply commitment exchange for farmers gaining access to its production research output. And therefore, we discovered that other competitors were out, they were exclusive in terms of these agreements, and that is uncompetitive conduct, because any foreclosure, particularly by dominant companies, is in breach of the Act.
And has Rooibos Limited responded to any of these allegations at this point? Are they being cooperative in the investigation?
You must remember now the process that follows is that we have taken them to the competition tribunal where we are charging them. Then they will have the opportunity to present their case before the adjudicators at the competition tribunal.
And so, but just take us through the punitive measures should Rooibos Limited be found to have, broke any rules or flouted any processes that are supposed to happen in a competitive industry.
In terms of the Competition Act, we can ask for an administrative penalty of up to 10% of the company's turnover. However, we have also been able to introduce other remedies in terms of other companies that also have breached the Competition Act. So we look into issues of public interest, development of communities, and so on and so forth. So it's not only limited to that 10%, but there are a variety of other issues we can be able to look at.
Right, well, thank you for your time. We certainly appreciate it. On the phone line, there's Sipho Ngwema, Head of Communications at Competition Commission. Rooibos Limited is being investigated for stifling competitors who are trying to get into the position, and as they maintain a monopoly position, it has been handed over to the tribunal for prosecution.